truly nice CV, have it well formatted. I think firm don't have it more than 2 pages, like the basics.
Yeah.
You would know that. Don't use Canva, please.
Same
Make
with the
it in a
CV.
normal, Word document. I think
Word
just,
document only. Yeah.
yeah, just like a basic font like Garamond or Times New Roman.
Hmm.
I keep a very small font for my CV to have the most to be covered in 2 pages. But I think you should not go beyond the font size of 12 and not below the font size of 10. What my structure for the CV is, so it's the standard one. You preferably should have to have a name first, and I recommended have an about section, like just very briefly mention like what are the basic highlights of your CV. And I have this about section where I just mention, okay, this is the rank that I have, this is the honors that I'm pursuing, this is what all I've achieved, if there's something major. And it just gives you the person a brief idea about you, have an impression about you before they even go through the CV. I have a good academic profile, so I'm sure to highlight that once. If I have some very very good positions that I've held, I will highlight it in the very first uh, part, because see, I'm an analyst at Spicy IP, but I mention my positions of responsibility by the very end of my CV. So it's very likely that people will not notice that because it's just one line at the end of my CV. So I'd rather just mention it very briefly in the start as well, so that it comes to the people,
Okay.
attention that okay,
Hmm.
that's also there.
Hmm.
Otherwise, how I go about is that small portion of where I write my name, mention my details, contact details, and everything. A small about portion, then academics. Then I come to my internship experiences in an anti-chronological order. So from the latest to the oldest, make it according to where you're applying for. If it's IPR, I make it IPR specific. If it's M&A, I make it M&A specific. If it's general corp, I make it general corp specific. If you don't have a lot of opportunities, try to make it as niche to that opportunity as possible. But if it's not, then whatever works kind of thing would go. Then I have publications, because I have a lot of publications, so that's kind of like a main area for me. People who have a lot of moods on egmeds and everything, they can put that. Then I have positions of responsibility, whatever committee part I have been, whatever other positions that I've held. I think that's most. Then you have research assistantships. I have had 2 3 research assistantships, so I very specifically mention it there. Otherwise, people have a lot of other columns also. If you have specific opportunities that you've had and you want to mention it, because so whatever is required for that opportunity, find that 1 2 3 things that they're looking for, and then add that to your CV.